Okay, so social media says a lot. Bananas are bad for blood sugar, strawberries are better. Is that true? Nutrition is rarely that simple, but on this Wellness Wednesday, we have Alex from Honor Health here. She's a dietitian to explain the glycemic index, what that really means, how to pick better food, so you can stay healthy. First off, what is glycemic index?
It's a good question. So the glycemic index is basically a way of knowing how much a food could potentially raise our blood sugar compared to a standard amount of what we call glucose, which is the basis of sugar in food. So it's a way we can basically assess whether or not it's going to impact our blood sugar.
So is it true, though, bananas are bad for your blood sugar? Which one is better? We've got bananas, we've got strawberries. Like, how do you even know?
So it's not true, actually.
Okay.
So fruit in general is made up of sugar. So it's inherently going to raise our blood sugar no matter what type of fruit we're eating. Strawberries and bananas are actually on the low end of the glycemic index, and choosing fruit is actually a good way to consume sugar because it has fiber in it, which helps to prevent those blood sugar spikes that we hear about.
So I was going to ask, so then you have, obviously sugar, you can just have candy, or you have this kind of sugar. Is one better, or is it when it's raising your sugar, like, do they act the same?
So they don't act the same. It's a really good question. So in plain terms, added sugar that's in candy is called a simple sugar, and it raises our blood sugar much faster and much more than something like a complex sugar, which is in fruits and whole grains like our crackers here or our granola. And so they actually don't act the same in our body, and so it's important to choose the right type of sugar when we're consuming carbohydrates.
So who should really be looking at this and kind of keeping track? Obviously you have diabetics and people like that, but who should really be concerned about this?
So anybody should really kind of pay attention to what type of sugar we're eating. You hit the nail on the head with diabetics. Those are gonna, those people are gonna need to pay closer attention. But in general, it's important for us to know kind of the types of sugars that we're consuming and how to pair them with different foods to kind of do the best thing for our body.
So you have yogurt here as well, yogurt, crackers, raspberries. So what does this represent?
Yeah, so these are good foods that we can pair with carbohydrates to help prevent those blood sugar spikes. So things like Greek yogurt, especially non-fat and plain Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese, or even something like whole grain crackers or granola, those are gonna have protein in your yogurt and your cottage cheese, and fiber in your whole grains. And so those two nutrients can help to prevent any sort of spikes from the sugars in the carbohydrates.
So if you are gonna have like a banana and your strawberries, go ahead and eat it with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, because a lot of people who are counting the calories, you'd be like, I'm just gonna have this and not that.
Yeah, and it's a good point. Calories are not all made equal, right? And so when we have something that has protein in it, it's going to actually sustain our energy and those calories in our body for longer, and again, prevent that blood sugar spike. So it's actually better for us than eating a low calorie, high sugar food.
So what about these no sugar added? Because now you're seeing that everywhere. So what is that? And you're just like, oh, no added sugar. This is great.
Yeah, so there's different ways that they can do no sugar added foods. A lot of times they do artificial sweetener, and they sweeten it that way. And there's, sort of news about artificial sweeteners as well. But in general, if you are, trying to watch your blood sugar, or if you have diabetes, choosing something with no sugar added and things with the artificial sweetener are going to be better for you in the long run.
Alex, good stuff. That's it. Breaking it down for us. You can't believe everything that you read on social media, right? Thank you so much for being here.